welcome back. It's been a while since I've posted anything up on the boat and the recent work that I've done on it. It's been probably almost a year, but I have slowly been doing some other things, little projects here and there. But I wanted to show you here, I did get the carpet in for the boat. I'll show you a little bit about the template I made and how that worked, and then I'll show you the actual carpet itself. If you remember from some of the previous videos that I did, I showed you the Deckadence brand of carpet that I was going to go with, and I did finally order that, and so far I'm pretty happy with it. The color that I wanted was not well, they had a blue that I was going to go with, and they actually discontinued that color, but there were a couple of grays. There was a darker gray and then a silver, and I really wanted to go with the darker gray, but it wasn't a color that they stocked, so it made it really a lot more expensive, and the stuff is very expensive to begin with. It's not cheap, so I went with the silver, and it's okay. It doesn't match quite like I had hoped. My vinyl that I put in on the sides, the grays are different. The silver has a little bit more of a kind of a blue tone to it. I'll see if maybe you can see that on the camera on the screen, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell like you can tell in person. But as far as the template goes, let me show you that. So here's a template I made out of the the thicker plastic. I bought a roll at Home Depot, and Deckadence had on their website to actually use that to make your template of the floor. So I did do that, and I did that probably a couple of years ago, and you'll see I went back and actually added some masking paper for painting to the edge, because here's where I had those actual boards that were fiberglassed into the side, where I'd removed those, and so I had notches out for the bottoms of those, so I had to go ahead and add another piece of masking to the edge of this to even it out and clean up the edge of the template, so that it worked and went all the way to the edge. And doing this, I laid it down on the back side of the carpet, and it worked great. I mean, the carpet fit really nice in the floor. Didn't really have to do much trimming, other than maybe the curved areas in the back, where the fiberglass comes down to meet the floors here. I trimmed this out a little bit, but it really worked pretty well, for making it a good fit. So here's the actual carpet. You can see it's got a good fit up against the fiberglass where it comes down to the floor here. There's not any gaps or anything there, so it looks really nice. It's hard to tell on screen, but you can see the actual carpet here. It's got a little bit of a blue tone to it, versus the darker gray in the vinyl. A lot of people say, man, that's not that big of a deal, and it probably isn't, but for me, I'm kind of picky, so this is the actual dark gray that I wanted to buy, but like I said, it cost a lot more because it's not something they had in stock. And you can see with it matched up to the edge of the vinyl, it matches a lot better. It just goes better with the vinyl. So what I thought about doing, if I actually could change this color somehow, without totally screwing up the carpet. It is a vinyl, this material, and it you know, the water goes right through it. It's got a rubber backing, you know, to hold it in place. And here's the actual what I had left of the roll. I had ordered a 10-foot by 6-foot piece, and had some extra at the back, so I may put some of this in the back and where the batteries and stuff go. I don't know, we'll see. But actually, so this was the deck gray color that they make from the factory, and I found some of this Dupli-Color vinyl and fabric coating, and I got it in a gray color just to see if it would give me something a little closer to my vinyl on the sides of the boat. So this is actually what, after I sprayed it, this is what it looks like. So it's really close to the deck gray, and it, you know, it's not quite as dark, but when you put it up next to the actual vinyl, to me it's darker and it matches better. So I may end up spraying this whole thing with this coating just to get a different color, a little bit darker. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I thought I might wait until I get the wrap done just to see how it all looks together before I go to the trouble of spraying the whole carpet, but you know, I don't know, we'll see. The silver, like this is the silver that I just got. It matches really well with the trailer, so I don't know if I'm gonna paint it or not. But the problem is the carpet goes right up against the vinyl in the boat, so I kind of want those two to blend a little better. So, but anyway, so I've got the carpet in. The other thing I've been working on, I engraved a little piece down here, a cover for this hole that, you know, goes to the transom. I still got the protective film on it, but I engraved that, and then of course, you know, you paint fill the backside. This is some material my company that I work for makes for the engraving market, sign market. And then I've got some of the what they call ACM, which is aluminum composite material. They use this in the sign market as well. It's aluminum on both sides with a plastic composite core in between. So I'm probably going to cut a rectangular piece out of this sheet to go back behind this actual piece here, just to have, you know, an brushed aluminum background on it. I think that'll look kind of offset it a little more. And here's a piece of it that I actually engraved. So this is actually for the fuel tanks. This is just a piece that I had cut out. It's going to go here on this hole, and I've got a valve here. This will come through the hole, and the black will be on the back side, and that'll be, you know, so I can switch my gas tanks back and forth. So basically this will be over this, and the coming through the hole like that. So I think that'll look pretty cool right there. I did get some lights mounted, LED strip lights in here. Got one there, and I got the lights underneath the gunnels, the LEDs, and I'll show you some of those pictures of the blue and white LEDs that I had mounted on both sides. The other thing I've been working on is the actual console and getting that put together and wired up. So here's an overlay panel that I engraved and paint filled. You know, I've got a kind of a volt meter or whatever, not exactly a meter, but it gives me the status of the house battery. Of course, I got a new horn switch here, and I did my switch panel at the bottom here, and you'll see I've got the engraving just above those. And I did make this so that it is backlit. So I've got, you know, an actual LED piece of aluminum with an LED strip attached to that, and I've got the wire. I don't have everything wired in just yet, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So we've got two actual colors on this one as well. I used the same lights. So there's the blue color. Not too bad. Okay, and there is the white color. All right. So I think that'll be pretty cool and lit up at night. Real nice. But I've got the 3-inch radio. I think I showed that in a previous video. I got that mounted, and I glassed in some boards here in order to mount some of my well, the amp for one. I got the amp mounted here, and then I engraved this panel just kind of as an overlay for the schematic, and then I've got my bus bars and you know, connectors here. So I've started wiring all this in. I won't be able to finish that until, you know, I get the console back mounted into the boat. But so far it's coming together pretty good. We'll tidy it up and you know, get all the wires cable tied nice and neat in the end. So, but anyway, it's coming together. Yeah, I bought this on Amazon too, this little voltmeter for the actual starting battery. Then I got a couple USB ports, and it's cool because this lights up blue as well when they have power. And then I've just got your standard 12 volt, you know, charging port here. But yeah, I think the console's coming together, and I think once we get my gauge box mounted on top, I think it'll come out pretty nice. I did get this completed, figured out how to make the front panel come on and off, you know, easily. If I need to get to one of the gauges or take it out or something like that, I can do that pretty easily. This just pops on and off with these snap clips. And I did put some aluminum brackets here. You'll see I got the screws on the outside, and then these are actually for license plates, so I thought that would finish that out pretty nice. It's plastic, but they're cheap, so you can change them out if they start to weather. But I thought that would finish out the screw on the side. But yeah, that mounted on top of the console, I think will look pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for now. Like I said, it's been a while since I've posted anything, and I'm trying to keep stuff on there, but you know, there's a lot going on with work and just life in general, so I have to get to the boat when I can do it. But I'll keep the videos coming. They may be sporadic, but you know, then like the next thing will be getting the boat wrapped. So I definitely want to get some footage of that in post, you know, and keep you updated on that as well. Anyway, subscribe and hope you guys are enjoying the videos so far, and we'll talk to you soon.